But we do begin tonight with the warning from Los Angeles authorities of life-threatening winds now coming tonight. In fact, 12 million people in Southern California are on high alert right now. An extreme fire risk, winds up to 70 miles per hour. Expected to start right in the middle of the night, right through tomorrow. Already overnight, a new fire breaking out in Ventura, just north of L.A., the auto fire, they're calling it, prompting evacuations. Firefighters jumping into action, keeping it away from homes. Tonight, the Palisades and Eden fires are still burning. Hot spots flaring up, crews battling the flames on the ground. And in the air tonight, planes dropping fire retardant, protecting neighborhoods, leaving them coated in what's become that all-too-familiar color from the retardant. And tonight, a new look right here at the damage in Malibu, the iconic neighborhood along the Pacific Coast Highway. Home after home now gone, and across the fire zone for families trying to rent or find another home for their family, the reality of what they're now facing, the bidding wars and competition to rent a place to live. Ginger Z standing by on these winds now coming. They start right in the middle of the night, and ABC's chief national correspondent Matt Gutman leading us off from California tonight.
Tonight with another potentially dangerous windstorm battering through weary and anxious families across Southern California on a knife's edge.
I don't want people to start thinking everything's okay now. Everything's not okay yet.
Those winds sparking a new wildfire in Ventura County overnight. The auto fire starting in a dry riverbed, heavy brush fueling the flames. Meanwhile, crews racing to snuff out hotspots in the Eden fire before this new round of winds can stoke another inferno. We were there with crews on the front lines.
And down below, there are hundreds of firefighters who've carved this fire break through this canyon down to the other side, all the way up there.
The Palisades fire still just 17% contained.
Fire officials have been throwing tremendous resources at this fire. Fire engine in this driveway, 2 in that driveway. And check that roof. This entire house and that roof have been plastered with that pink Phos-Chek. In fact, the entire canyon has.
And thousands of families who lost their homes facing an uncertain future.
34, 32.
Outside the post office in Pasadena, everyone with a need and a story. Our Kana Whitworth with DJ Acevedo hoping to give his son a sense of normalcy.
Pick up some stuff. Hopefully, funny enough, we had ordered my son some shoes, so I'm hoping that those are in there.
And that'll make him happy.
Yeah.
New shoes for a 4-year-old goes a long way.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass announcing an executive order to speed up the recovery process and allowing families to rebuild their homes as they were, saying the city can handle the rebuilding process.
I am completely confident that we will be able to do this because we will be correcting deficiencies in our bureaucracy in order to expedite the building.
Zaire Calvin, who's lived in this Altadena neighborhood his entire life, telling me about the night the Eden fire hurtled towards them.
It was literally shooting like fireballs. It looked like a volcano. I got the
You're getting your mother.
Getting my mother, we're going. I go to the left and my sister's car is still there.
But his sister, 59-year-old Evelyn McClendon, got separated. He found her the next day.
Me and my cousin came back and climbed over there and checked and got a shovel, and that's where they found her remains. And I don't know why she didn't leave. It's just so much. It's just so much.
And it feels like with the loss of this community, like the oxygen has been taken away from you. The air is taken right now.
The air's been sucked. The life has been sucked out of us as a community.
And David, folks like Zaire Calvin say they want to rebuild. They just need the financial support. And FEMA is here on the ground. They say they've received 40,000 applications, have dispersed $8 million, and are encouraging every head of household to apply. David.
Well, we're thinking of Zaire Calvin and his loss and all of these families in the middle of this nightmare. Matt, thank you. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z. She's tracking these winds, and you know those words, Ginger. The National Weather Service with this warning again. Particularly dangerous situation. They say it starts right in the middle of the night when it's most dangerous.
Those PDS red flag warnings, David, go into effect again for the next wave at 3 a.m. Pacific time. So in that overnight critical time, and they've extended them until 3 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. Then things relax. But those red flag warnings actually go all the way down to the Mexican border. We saw a couple spot fires even in the San Diego County mountains. So we'll be keeping an eye on all of it. But this area where you have extreme fire risk, San Fernando Valley, back to Thousand Oaks, the western Santa Monica Mountains, we're watching really closely for wind gusts of 45 to even 70 miles per hour. It won't be consistent. It will come through canyons, but when it comes, it can make explosive fire growth. We even stopped it there, 9 a.m. Pacific time. You see Fillmore at 50-mile-per-hour winds, Oxnard 47. That is big-time problems to try to fight fires. Let's go to the cold now, though, because wind chills as cold as 20 below in Appalachia early tomorrow morning with extreme cold warnings, 1 below Detroit. And David, unfortunately, this pattern sticks even colder next week down to Texas, and that means more offshore flow and Santa Ana winds for Southern California. David?
We are stuck in this pattern. I know you have late reporting on the winds first thing in the morning on GMA. Thanks, Ginger.